Hello, beautiful Taurus, and welcome to your money and career guidance for September 2025 with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. I've got myself a cup of tea. You get yourself whatever you want. Tea, coffee, glass of wine, glass of water, whatever it is you need. Get yourself comfy. Put your feet up. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching for money and career. Take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. You know the drill, okay? Everything you need to know is in the description box, how you can support my channel, and thank you for all of you who are doing so. Just watching is enough, but if you want to do more, the links are there to show you how. All right, so this is my From Hoping to Having Wealth and Success affirmation cards, okay? I am comfortable to be visible in my success. I embrace success in all its forms. All right, so there's quite a lot in there. Let's unpack it for a little minute. Come closer. Let's have a little chat, okay? Right. I am comfortable to be visible in my success. Are you comfortable to be seen? Are you comfortable to say, I am successful? I am so successful. I am so grateful for my success, and I'm happy to be seen in it, right? Because often we're not. And if we start to rise our way up in income and, you know, up the career ladder, or for those of you not working, you know, you've paid off your mortgage, you know, your car's paid off, you don't want people to know. Why? Right? Is it because you think you're boasting or you're arrogant, or, you know, you're going to make them feel bad because they haven't? Right, how about turning that around? You'll make them think, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. Yeah, encourages. So I want you to be comfortable, to be visible in your success. And then the second part, I embrace success in all its forms. Right, do you have a belief here that success is this or that, and it looks like this and it looks like that, rather than all little wins count, and that's a success. I managed to get my backside out of bed and get to work. That's a success. Can we start to embrace success in all its forms, rather than we set some kind of glass ceiling and it's like, if I'm not there yet, I'm a failure, I'm not a success. Get out of that mindset, because it blocks your success, okay? I explain all of this in my book, all right? And loads of you have bought this through August, all right? The Wealth and Success book. And from the comments I've seen, it's already making a difference. Yes, that's what I want. I want you to get out of struggle and lack. So let's start here. I want you to be visible, being okay with being visible in your success, okay? Get comfortable. Let's have a little look. So that's your affirmation for all of September. So I want you to kind of be asking yourself, am I okay with this? Am I kind of hiding my light behind a bushel? Am I a little bit nervous to stick my head above the parapet? Let's not. Let's get out of that. Let's get into being comfortable to be seen, yeah? Okay, let's see what your energy oracle theme is. Appreciation. Okay. Do you appreciate you? Because if you don't, nobody else is gonna. Okay. Start with you. Appreciate you. Everything about you. Who you are, what you have, where you're going, where you've been. Get in this energy of appreciation. All right. It's similar to gratitude, but it's not the same. Appreciate, to really appreciate who you are, to value who you are, right? When you appreciate you and everything that you have, you might hate your job. You might hate it, right? Let's just stay there for a little minute, Taurus. You might hate your job. I'm not appreciating this job. I hate it. But at least you have a job and it's paying the bills for now, and it'll do till you get something better, this or something better. I appreciate what I have right now. It's what brings you into the energy of increasing that appreciation. You've heard me say this before. I don't mean to sound like I'm nagging you or lecturing you. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. If you don't appreciate what you already have, it's very difficult to bring any good stuff towards you. You'll just bring more things to not appreciate, right? So if we can find even the smallest, tiniest, weeniest bit of what we currently have to appreciate, then more comes towards us, okay? So get into that. Let's find your animal oracle for September for money and career, please. If you're trying to sell your home and you just don't, I hate this house, I just want to go. I hate this house, I just want to go. No, that's not going to work, okay? Get into, I appreciate this home and everything it's been, and it's time for me to move on now so somebody else can appreciate it, okay? Right, now from the animal oracle, we've got lizard. Dream the world into being. Dream it. Get into that energy. Set those goals. Dream big. Dream it. And as you put your energy into dreaming it, you'll start to bring it into reality. Okay? All right, let's see what the tarot want to add for my Taurus, please. My beautiful earth signs. What do we have for my Taurus people? Thank you. All right. Oh, nice start. We've got the Empress with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Five of Swords. Okay, conflict. Let's have a look. What are we arguing about? Oh, hello, on a money reading. This is phenomenal. Okay, center of your reading. We've got the Three of Wands. That's dreaming the world into being. Here is you. Here is you focusing on your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. I like this for you. Okay. Two of Wands, we're going in a different direction. With the World, bringing to a close the old, ready for the new, guys. Okay, Four of Coins with the Five of Coins. Yeah, see, there's a bit of conflict going on here. All right, but on the whole, this looks really good. Okay, so we don't want to see the Five of Coins in a money reading. Of course we don't. This is the card of lack and struggle and victim, and nobody loves me, nobody supports me, nobody cares, I'm all on my own, life's pants. Right, we don't want that energy, do we? Okay, and it's very easy to get into that. I spent a lot of time in that energy, so I do get it. Okay, but look at what we've got. All right, we've got phenomenal energy here. We don't want this, so we're going to find out what we can do to avoid it, because we've got two fives here. All right, Five of Swords. Fives are uncomfortable cards. All right, Five of Swords is conflict. Five of Coins is lack. So we're in that conflict, but we've got to go in a different direction. The Two of Wands is let's open those doors and go in a different way. If we've done what we've always done, we're going to get what we've always got, and I'm not wanting that, so we've got to do it differently. And this is where we have to dream it into being, because we've got a little bit in this energy. All right, so let's find out some more. Am I comfortable to be seen? Am I comfortable to be successful? Am I embracing success in all its forms, or have I set success apart from me? I'm here, success is there. That gap is very difficult to close. So what I've got to do is find any success that I already have. And as I said, just getting out of bed and getting into that job you hate, or, you know, you're in a home, you want to move, you don't love it anymore. Like, let's find something to love and appreciate in what I already have. And then I can step into the dreams and the goals and the aspirations I have and dream them into being. It's your central card. The center energy influences everything around it. Now, one of the things that can happen that we need to be a little bit cautious of is that when we're in this dreaming, all right, you're journaling, you're setting your goals, and I'm a huge advocate for set your goals, okay, and then set your goal plan of how you're going to get there. Great, fabulous. But when we do that, it can highlight that we're not there yet. This is what I want, and this is where I am. There's a big gap. We've got to close the gap. Okay, so dream it into being, but step into what can I appreciate about what I already have? What can I see about the success that I already am? So we're closing the gap. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, read my book, because then it will make sense. Okay. So we've got the Empress energy, which is fantastic, absolutely fabulous in a money and career reading, because this is the fertile ground. You can sow the seeds in now, and whatever you sow is going to grow. She is about abundance and growth and beauty and creating a beautiful life. Very Taurian energy, right? I like to know I'm stable and secure, but I like the beauty. I like beautiful things, and I want a beautiful life. So the King of Coins is underneath. I want the money. Nothing wrong with wanting the money. Do you feel guilty about that? You know, oh, you're not supposed to want money. Yes, you are. All right. Yes, you are. It's all right. I want you to allow yourself to desire that prosperity, that flow, that security, to know that you can create it. And to bring to a close with the World card here, which is major completions, major endings, to bring to a close any part of you that says I can't, or it won't work, or it's impossible, or I'm too old, or, you know, all of those restrictive beliefs that we have. Let's get rid of them. Let's allow any seeds I've sown before that haven't sprouted, well, we'll just let them go. If I buy a packet of seeds and I sow them in my garden, I do not expect every single seed to germinate, because they won't. It's unrealistic. But I'm just going to scatter them, and I'm going to say those that are meant to grow are going to grow. But I'm not going to water those and not water those. I'm going to water them all, and I'm going to see which ones sprout. Yeah, and that's what I want you to do. So those that haven't sprouted, we just trust they weren't meant to, all right? We'll let them go. We're going to focus on what does sprout. And we're going to allow ourselves to move forward with this wheel of fortune turning at this time. September, we've got 2 eclipses. This is a time when we're eclipsing out the old, and so that we're free and light, ready for the new. So we're dreaming big, ready for this new beginning. And what I'm dreaming of is the 4 of coins. I want stability, security, and to know that I have enough. But this card can be holding on a little bit too tightly. There's a line between being cautious and being miserly. We don't want to be miserly. That's lack energy. What it does is it leads to the 5 of coins, which is lack energy. So to know there's enough, to dream big, to trust that I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow. But it's difficult because we've got that 5 of swords there with the conflict. Am I doing the right thing? Should I allow that thing to finish? Am I dreaming about the right things? Is this going to be good for me? We go into all of that. All right. Or this can be other people conflicting, right? I'd love to do that, but I can't because of what everybody else needs. So I'm in this conflict. So I want you to bring your attention into, I am allowed to be happy. And if that means I let go of that, or I get rid of that, or I surrender that, then I trust that this is right for me and I'm allowed to do this. Okay? But it's going to mean doing something a little bit differently. So that might be letting go of thinking, or a pattern, or a behavior, or a commitment, or a responsibility. It might be that we have to stand up to other people and say no, and we don't like that, do we? But no is a complete sentence and a complete word. And we don't need no because and then a whole list of justifications about why I'm not doing it. Just no is enough. What do I want? Why do I want it? Am I ready to allow myself to move forward? Can I get into the energy of appreciation for everything I already have? And I can still dream that I would like more, but I'm grateful for what I already have while the more is on its way. That's the trick. It's a little bit of a dichotomy, you know. It's about getting into the energy of I am successful now, I'm already successful, I'm happy to be seen in my success, and I appreciate everything that I already am and have. Then it can grow. Let's find out some more. I'm going to use the Tarot Royale. Let's have a look at this 4 of coins, and then we'll look at these 5s, okay? Tell me about this 4 of coins. What might we be holding on to a little bit tightly? What might we be holding on to? 6 of Cups, and this Death, let go, let go, let go. And 5 of Wands, we've got the 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, coins now, okay? Well, 3 out of the 4 5s. 5s are change, and it can be uncomfortable. But, okay, thanks. I'm listening to my team. The 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia and family and connections and commitments. And something needs to end here. It needs to end. Am I spending my time looking back at the past with regrets or with a desire of, I wish we could go back to what we had, because it's a complete waste of time. It's a complete waste of energy, and it just creates conflict. Five of Wands is the card of battles. It just creates a battle. You know, perhaps this is to do with family relationships that are constantly in battle, and it wants to come to an end. Perhaps you're feeling very left out from the family, and it's always arguments and there's always challenges. It wants to come to an end. So perhaps by stepping into the appreciation and allowing my dreams to just be what's right for me, then it can come to an end. The Death card is saying this wants to end. Anything you're holding on to too tightly, just let go and surrender, and just say to yourself, if this is meant to go, let it go. If this is meant to shift, then I allow it to shift. Tell me about this Five of Swords. So we've got all these fives. What this conflict, the change is here. Okay, I'm just listening to my team. Help me to explain this to Taurus. We want the change without being willing a lot of the time to make the changes that we need to make to get the change. All right? It's I want the change, but I want it to be really easy and comfortable. It's not always easy and comfortable. As we push through that, it grows us in terms of our resilience and our strength and our determination and self-love, because we say to ourselves, I love myself enough to say no to that person or that thing. And if I lose them, I lose them, because this is not serving me. This is not helping me. It's allowing yourself to shift through those change. It's a kind of fives, if you like, are a bit tough love. I need the change. I've got to take the action. So what's the action? Let's look at this Five of Swords. There's the new beginning. My goodness me. The Ace of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. If I can just stand in my truth, Queen of Swords, if I can stand in my power, my truth, my clarity, and say, I don't care about any arguments or anybody disagreeing with me. This is what feels right for me. This is my truth, and I'm pushing through. And that's what brings me this new beginning. The Ace of Wands could be a new job. It's passion, it's enthusiasm, it's fire. Ace of Coins, new job, new money, new income, new grounding, new stability. The new is here. But we have to push into a different direction, doing it differently. So, can I do it? Bit more advice, please, for Taurus, because this is challenging energy, but it's worth it. The outcome is worth it for you. Hierophant, there's you, showing up in your own reading. So, long-term stability, security, responsibility, being a grown-up, being mature. Don't take the easy road. Don't take the quick way. Take the way that feels right and truthful for you. And if that means that I've got to say no, or I've got to, push through into something completely different that feels hairy, scary, that I'm out of my comfort zone, it'll be worth it. The Hierophant says there is long-term gain from this, long-term growth. Trust that inner voice, trust that inner being. Listen to your own inner voice and allow what was in the way to move out. But come from a place of appreciation and be seen. Okay? Let's finish off with an angel card. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message. So it looks like September for you is going to be about change and embracing that change. The more you can embrace it, the more you can flow with it, the more you can step into your own truth and what's right for you, the easier this will happen. So from the angels, we have awakening. Awakening to your own power, your own light, your own sense of self, your own clarity. Awakening. Allow your power to awaken. Allow yourself to step into these new beginnings that are there for you and get yourself out of this conflict, this disagreement, this challenging energy of, let's push through it. And on the other side of that is something just beautiful. The Empress is telling us that. Okay. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you for money and career for September 2025. I'll be back next week with your general guidance for September, but it looks like it's a hold on to your hats month in terms of money and career. The push through, the breakthrough is there for you. You can do it. Okay? All right, my beautiful people. See you soon. Thank you for being here. Lots of love. Bye-bye.